want to, but I'm gonna try. When she left me, yeah, died a little bit inside. You know, maybe things are gonna be alright. Cause I just wanna see the light.
It's
Yeah, I
Tier
just
2
wanna see the
showtime!
light.
And they're on in a race time. But I know which way to go, left or right. It's all eyes on the Ferrari. Stylo has done the impossible. This is the move. This is the moment.
And that puts in Rapture on the podium.
But it's this man who comes home victorious. It's Red Bull. Endurance who win. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to another round of Moose Racing League action. We are freaking back for season 13, and I am so excited to be joining you guys here from the commentator booth. If you guys do not know my voice by now, my name is Punju, and I am so excited for our opening round here at Zandvoort in Tier 2. Man, it's been a while since I've commentated on a Tier 2 race, and I cannot tell you enough just how excited I am. Hopefully you can hear it in my face, and hopefully you'll be able to see it in all the crazy, wacky doodle, crazy expressions we got going on today, because I'm hands-free. I can move around. I'm a mobile guy. You know what I mean? We're going to have a lot of fun. Guys, welcome. Bum, what's going on? Cobb, what's going on? Bouncy, what's going on? Welcome in everybody from chat. I hope you guys are ready for an exciting race here at the sandy shores of Zandvoort. Let's go ahead and take a look at the track that we got here tonight for these Tier 2 protagonists. 20 drivers will take on 14 corners across 2.646 miles. Who cares about those non-freedom units of kilometers? Those are silly. What the heck are those? But there's a couple good overtaking opportunities here at this racetrack, and I think we should probably talk about them. We got turn 1, of course. That's a big one coming out of a big DRS straight on your way out of the big sweeping corner of final 14. Of course, there's a couple other ones. Another really big one is turn 11 if you are brave with the brakes. On your way into a very tight right-hander into that sweeping left hairpin of 12 is a good one. And those who have, you know, I can't say it PG-wise, but the large cojones. Why not? You could maybe even make a move into turn 8, coming out of the sweeping right-hander of 7 if you get a really good run, and also up the hill on the way up to 7. There's a bunch of spots for people to make overtakes here, and I think we're going to see some big ones here tonight. If you guys are excited for Moose Racing League, hit me with some 1s in the chat, because I know it's going to be fun. Actually, no, give me 2s, because this is Tier 2. It's action. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be wild. I expect nothing but the best out of these exceptional drivers that we've got here tonight. Thank you so much, Bum. Let's go ahead and take a look at the race, as we've already got some tracks out there in qualifying. 14.5 minutes to go left in this qualifying session. We're a little bit underway, and our first lap we have on the board that's speedy is Mr. Bouncy, actually, with a 109.8. That's a pretty respectable lap to start yourself off with as a banker. That ain't too bad if you ask me. Logan, of course, right behind it at a 9.9. Logan very low in the draft. Same thing with Bouncy, but of course, they're making everybody look a little bit silly right now as they're currently sitting in provisional first and second. We have yet to see a lap from either the Williams boys, either the Ferrari boys. One of the Red Bulls, of course, being come out, but his Red Bull teammate, Mr. Sean Tilla, back in Moose Racing League, and he's out there in third right now, provisionally. Golden Drift out in fourth. He was an early draft pick, and we'll see what he's got here. I think he's going to have a pretty good race here tonight. And then, of course, Edge coming in at a 10.3, and Ben Jacobson at 10.4, Trip to Terms at a 12.6. Norm Bash at a 34, a bit of a, obviously just an outlap. And, of course, we got Von Lay also doing outlaps. Let's go ahead and turn on the most important stuff, the stuff that you guys all want to know. Lap data and our track map. We're all good to go. Let's go ahead and see if we got anybody coming out of the pits. We got Osmari coming out of the pits here right now. Representing for the Williams boys. No bias here right here, but I think he's going to do great tonight. We'll see what he's got here around these 14 turns of terror. I know the Tier 3 race was nothing but exceptional. I watched it from lights to flag, and it was a wild race. Those safety car restarts definitely caught everybody on their toes. And I'm sure we're going to have one or two of those yellow flags here tonight in Tier 2. If we get a clean race, though, honestly, I think I might mortgage my house and take out a bet and go to Vegas, because ain't no chance we're going to have that one happen. But you never know. It could be quite fun. Don't ask what happened to the Red Bulls in Tier 3. I don't need to ask. I did see. It was rough. Testa, I heard you may have had a bit of a self-induced skill issue. Two major incidents at the end of the race. Ooh, dang, Striker. Well, you know what? At least he made it out of both of them. Someone who's not going to make it out of this lap without an absolute heater is this guy right here, Mr. Osmari. Wing goes open, going to cut down low. You can tell he's on controller from the sharp inputs, but let's see if those sharp inputs could turn into a sharp lap time up the sharp end of the timetables here. Coming into turn 1, late on the brakes. Tries to get a nice little bit of rotation trail, breaking his way through turn 1 and up into the hills we go. This track is one of them that I like to call a roller coaster track, as he's already taken a ride on it, getting a little squiggly wiggly and sideways coming out of turn 4. Looks good though, gets back on the power, and he's cooking. Game audio is definitely off. Not anymore. Osmari, of course, it looks like he's going pretty chilled this lap. Actually, it looks like his ERS isn't even on, so he's going to head and just go ahead and bank his way out of it. Let's go get out of Osmari Cam. Let's go over to Mr. Beaminator, the V-Carb. The Visa Cash App Minarbi Red Bulls. That's the one. Thank you, Bum. I had to squint to look at what the heck you even said. Let's watch the Visa Cash App Minarbi Red Bulls as Beaminator goes and sets his first lap time of the day. He's coming across the line with a pretty good heap of energy, at about a 50% coming into that final corner. That's a 10.006. Sets him good enough for provisional 4th as of right now. A couple drivers still yet to set some times. Of course, Ferrari Black Ball, no times. Ferrari serving a quali ban right now. Gary yet to set a time as well. We've got Labib also not setting a time, and Ferrari has went ahead and retired himself for the session. I forgot sugar-free Red Bull. Exactly. That's the one. That's what they really are. They're very much so sugar-free. But you know what? They got a lot of sugar tonight. Beaminator obviously set himself in 4th, and Von Lay in 10th. Logan goes and puts the provisional pass set at 9.7. I do expect us to see a 9.3 or better tonight here in Tier 2. I'd like to see an absolute heater skeeter, pumpkin eater, but you know, you can't always get what we want. We'll see. I love Minardi because I know they did used to be Minardi. Man, the old days, bro. I mean, honestly, these old private tier teams, I think, are a thing of the past, obviously, right? But some of them are trying it. The two Williams boys right now sitting in 12th and 18th, or sorry, 12th and 13th, 13th with an 18th, is why I said 18th, because I am a bit of a silly Willy, but I don't know if that was a hot lap. Yeah, I think it was an attempt at a hot lap. So they'll probably go out and go their best to go a little faster. Ron Swanson, right here, coming out of sector 3. Into the final corner he goes, deep in the brakes. Doesn't use all the track on the outside, and look, he's got tons of energy, not turning on the overtake button. So he's playing this lap more conservative than I think he needs to. This will not be the fastest he can go. I expect to see a little faster out of Ron Swanson before the end of the session. 10.344. Decent for him, but definitely a lot more left on the table. I expect him to go and throw down an absolute heater before the end of this session. Golden Drift on an outlap. Gentless Rage says, glad to be back in charge of the Haas MoneyGram T-Row Price Chase Bank 401k race team. And you know what? I think you, luckily enough, nailed every single sponsor, and Logan PSQ is making all those sponsors very happy, as he is currently sitting in that provisional pole position. Though he is stuck on the grass, I don't know if he's driving a Haas or a Honda. Might be a bit lawnmowery for the sponsors' likings, but you know what? You will be able to get some good pictures out of this to use for the media kits, so congratulations for you on Jim for that one. Gonna have a big, dusty, fun little photo shoot is what he's got right here. The two Ferraris playing a little bit of DRS, leapfrog with each other. I don't really know why Logan is taking the scenic route. It is Mr. Relevant, I know. Yet sits in the top step right now. So we'll see what this materializes into. But definitely a very interesting thing right here for sure. Friday is serving a quali ban. That is correct. Yep. But hello, Alpinist Club for Life. That's the one. Alpen 15. Absolutely. Sorry, I pronounced it wrong. It's Alpen 15, of course. Right now, Logan, though, and Bouncy are separated by only 0.02 of a second on the top step right now. And same thing with Till and Edge. Exactly, also 0.02 of a second. Look at that. Nature mirrors itself sometimes. Look at that. Amazing. Hope he didn't take down those breaking point times. You never know, Villeneuve. He may have. Edge's going to go into the pits. He's going to say, I'm done for now. Tilla does not look like he's on a hot lap. Looks like he's on an in lap, so he's probably going to be calling it Quincy's right there. Bouncy also not using any energy. Logan in the pits. In the back, we go to Gary. Gary, a fan favorite here in Moose Racing League, known as one of the friendliest, most phenomenal competitors we've ever had grace our rosters, and I promise you, that is a very appropriate title that Gary has earned himself. He's going to be coming across the line right here for his first hot lap. Uses a little bit less track than I think he probably could have. But here's going to go. Gonna touch the inside. Doesn't grab a little bit of cheeky draft from that blue car passing by. It's a 10.7. Definitely has a little bit more in him, but he is right next to his teammate Ron Swanson at a 10.344. 7.5 minutes left of this qualifying session. We are getting down to the business end of this session. Somebody who I really think has a lot more pace than, but just hasn't went and thrown it down yet, is, of course, Golden Drift. I think he's got like a low 9, mid 9 in him if he really nails it. So I'm gonna be watching this next lap quite carefully. I don't know if this is this would be his in lap right here. So JK, look, he's using the old tires right here. He's deciding to stay on those tires for a while. Reason for it being doesn't want to burn them out yet. He's gonna go out for one more shot as well on a brand new fresh set. So massive points over at Sauber in tier 3. We're coming from a drive-through. Yeah, hey, you know what? Sometimes you get him in the weirdest way, right? Papaya gang from Johnny Casbier is in here. Mr. Casbier, what's up going on? The McLaren team principal of Rocket Naughty is here to cheer on his boys of Bouncy and Villeneuve. Villeneuve currently sitting in 13th. I know he's got more in him, but just hasn't been able to materialize it yet into a pacey lap. Labib coming out there, and Labib relatively middle of the pack when it came to his draft order. I think this guy's got some more potential on him too. Also, if you guys are wondering why I'm drinking, it's because their driving standards make me need alcohol. Just kidding. It's going to be a great race tonight. It's a Sunday. It's Moose Day. We're relaxing. We're going to have a good race here tonight. So far, it's looking like pretty tight gaps, but not the tightest we've ever seen here in Tier 2. Somewhere in between a little bit, but you do notice 12th to 1st, separated by merely a fraction of a second over a second. It's tight. Villeneuve, ooh, having some connection issues. If you look at that, just spawned into the middle of the lap on an out lap. So, it's be very interesting. It's too steep before noon, West Side life. Man, you are doing it right, Bomb. I like your style. That's why your race went so well today, man. Look at that. It's your lucky charm. That's the move. Now we know your hacks. Oh, absolutely, Badunk. You know that's the drill, man. I gotta even out the competition for everybody. You know, gotta sandbag myself a little bit because I'm just that good. Back to Labib, somebody who is just that good. This guy is that guy. Labib coming through sector 1, looking pretty strong. Gonna go take the wide line. No, gonna go the mid line. Gets on a good exit line right there. Uses a little bit of curve on the outside. Just barely grazes the grass. Looking like a sheep more than a Formula 1 right here, grazing. No lift, full commit, he goes. Oh, that was fast through turn 7. And another great turn 9. Oh, goes wide under the curbing. Gonna validate the lap right there. No, doesn't invalidate. I think he should probably stick in it, honestly. Or he's gonna back off here and call it. But that's, somehow it didn't invalidate the lap. Actually, if I was him, I would have backed off right there and called it a day. And tried to go for one more, but he decides to go for it. Interesting. Tune back to Villeneuve. Interesting. We say Villeneuve may be cooking right here, is what I'm hearing. Villeneuve. Ooh, he is using a lot of his energy. You can see at the bottom of the steering wheel, that little yellow bar right there. If you guys are looking for that on-car camera, it goes purple in sector 2. The little yellow bar is a sign of just how much energy they got, and he has really used up a lot of it coming through sector 2, but he's gained a little bit through the middle of sector 3. And how will his deployment be at the very end of it? Yellow flag in sector 3. It's just for somebody coming into the pits. Energy on full deploy. He's going to drain that thing out. He's used everything he's got. It's a 10.5. Not good enough to improve that much. Puts him into 13th. Only 2.5 tenths up. I think only moved up like one position right there. So not quite the one that he wanted. Unfortunately, sorry, Rowdy. Not the lap you were looking for. Norbash, though, out on a lap right here. Up on a sign by a 10th. Gonna get a little bit of draft from the blue ally. Oh, backed off, though. Oh, he's down a second now. Just kidding. He's gonna wait. He's gonna wait. Let it happen. I think he maybe made that decision a little bit too late. Oh, no. Take a look who's behind him. Labib. Just kidding. It's not team games. I thought you were about to see some team games right here, but not quite. Yeah, Labib's like, dang it, I wanted that. 2.5 minutes. Oh! Near disaster. We see from the Aston Martin crew, no synergy going on. Oh, but Labib doesn't get the priority pit entry right there. It's actually going to go to Normbash. Even though Normbash crossed the line of the pit entry, like going into the pit second, I think it's whoever entered the pits for whatever reason got the ghost priority. That's interesting. Well, you know, Labib trying to cheat out his teammate does not get the advantage. And there goes Logan at a 109.1. We're looking racy right here. I mean, those 8s and 7s is what we're going to start seeing, like, insanity, right? But yeah, that's some serious karma right there. Logan is looking fast here for what's it called? Tier 2. Very fast. Yeah, Eruption is here in the chat. He is the team principal of the Aston Martin Garage. Labib and Normbash taking the blows before the green flag even comes out for race 1. They're not even done with qualifying and they're already playing games on each other. Oh, Eruption says they have beef. Well, let's see if that materializes into the 36 laps, if I recall correctly, we're about to get. Yachinto has retired. He cannot go faster than his 12.1. That will be the slowest of those who have set times, unless Black Bala goes even slower, which I do not see happening. You never know. It looks like Osmari not going to go out either. He's going to retire as well. So both the Williams Garage will be done at their spot right there in 14th and 18th. Gary, though, on an outlap, getting a little dusty for sure. Let's see what he's got. How does someone have beef with Normbash? Yeah, I don't know how. For real. Normbash is like the nicest dude. Villeneuve has called it quits as well in this qualifying session. So the hopes of the McLaren Garage rest on this guy's shoulder, Mr. Bouncy. Bouncy, of course, a little bit of a late draft pick. Got very lucky. Did rock and rowdy on this one. That was a really, really, really good draft pick for Bouncy in the Tier 2 Garage. He's going to get a little bit of slipstream, actually, out of that Kick Sauber ahead of him. Maybe a little bit too close to that Kick Sauber, in my opinion, for my comfort. But, you know, who's to say? I believe that's Golden Drift. No, it's MB Jacobson. He'll be right behind the team principal, tier coordinator, and MRL OG, Mr. MB Jacobson. I think he probably had a little bit more in him. Did it bounce right there? Probably not the most ideal Sector 1. Gary 5000 has retired from the session in the pits. He's called it quits. Where will Bouncy be looking at his time relative to Logan? He's got a lot of work to do. He's only about a 10th up through Sector 1. Definitely wasn't the most ideal Sector 1 he's got in his pocket, but let's see if he can go and materialize into a better Sector 2 and 3. Really good turn 8. And 9 also strong. Really, really, really good exit. Maybe could have used a little bit more room of the track out there. Doesn't quite cut the apex, which I think he probably needed to right there, but still looking like a good lap so far. We're gonna see him cross the sector marker right here. He is 1.26 tenths up. That's not enough to beat out Logan, but he's gonna get some serious slipstream out of the Kick Sauber of MB Jacobson coming on to the final back stretch. I don't know if that slipstream's going to help him or hurt him. He's going to lose a little bit of downforce coming through the fast right hand of the final corner, but it will help him on his run down to the line. Not going to get enough for a pole, but it will be good enough for a little bit of improvement, but not enough for Meebinator to steal that position from him. Out from under his nose at a 109.666. Omarmo not going to best that either. Edge not going to best that either. Maybe he will. Just getting his 700ths of a second up. He may have a miraculous third sector. That needed to be a better corner, though, for that to be the miraculous third sector. Let's see what he's got here in the final corner. Really, really early entry into that final corner. Not the most ideal line. Edge will come across the line, but I do not know if it's going to be good enough to beat out that Meebinator time 3/10 ahead of him. I don't think it does. No, it's a 9.8, but it's still a good lap. It does just barely go faster than Omarmo, his teammate, who will not improve. So it's Edge and Omarmo sitting in 4th and 5th. Great qualifying for the Mercedes Garage, and I believe that's all she wrote for the entire grid. Logan, Mr. Irrelevant, the final draft pick of the draft, ends up putting himself on pole for the first race of the season. Ain't no way it has come out like this. Wow. Congratulations to Logan for his first pole position in Moose Racing League, if I recall correctly. He is mad that he was Mr. Irrelevant, and here he goes. He's going to go throw it down here. He's obviously got a lot of race time to go and still prove that his draft position was a severe mistake, but it's looking like a great case in his favor that he was undervalued in the draft. Meebinator in 2nd, Bouncy in 3rd with a good lap as well, Edge in 4th, and of course, his teammate in 5th. Tight gaps here. Very tight gaps here. I see some fisticuffs coming out. Right behind Omarmo, who's in 5th. It's Sean Tilla, again, for his first session back in Moose Racing League. Sits down in 6th. Good session for him. We got Norm Bash in 7th, Golden Drift in 8th, Labib in 9th, and Ron Swanson rounds out our top 10 with Kamau just outside of it, and Von Lay in the Visa Cash App Sugar Free Red Bull in 12th. Edmund Jacobson, Black Ball, Villeneuve, 2 terms, Osmari, Gary, Yachinto, and Ferrari Nut all make out the rounding bits of the grid, with, of course, Ferrari Nut serving Polybank, gets himself back in a 20th. A bit of a rough one for the Williams garage. Also, you know, not ideal, I would say, for the Ferrari garage, but not nearly as bad. But you never know. Hey, the race is a totally different story than the qualifying. It looks dry here as well on the sandy shores. And, of course, my game crashes. Great. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Let's see if we can get an invite. Nice, 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 nice. Sorry, guys. Apologies, apologies, apologies. See if I can get an invite. Boom. Whoopsies. Hey. What can you do? You know what I mean? Oh, it looks like I already got an invite. Heck yeah, Edge. What a legend. What a legend. Let's see if I get in before the green flag. I don't know if I will. Of course, if they delay it, then that'd be ideal, but I don't expect it. Let's find out if we do. I know, I should be Suika. Holy smokes. Look at me, bro. Hold on a second. You guys can't see anything. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You're seeing nothing. You're seeing absolutely nothing. Clutch. Everybody went and sent invites because they're absolute legends. We love this tier 2 grid. They say, don't you dare let us go without commentary. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Boom. Okay. Let's see if we get in here before the start. I don't think we will. If we miss the start, I'm so sorry if we miss the drama. But we get in as soon as we can. That was a rather fast rejoin. All right. And we are on, and we're away through lap 1. We just barely missed the green flag, and it looks like nothing kerfuffly has happened. It looks like everyone's been pretty behaved, except for Kamau, who's way down in the back. Oh, just kidding. I so lied to you guys. Kamau is way off track. Yachinto also having a bad one. Ferrari Nut, of course, making his way up. He's starting from the back, and now his audience 18th. Oh, my God, there's some carnage. It's MB Jacobson and Von Lay. They're stuck on the grass. Uh-oh. Von Lay's just going straight back into MB Jacobson. And gets himself a 10-second. Oh. As it was under a yellow flag area, and so he gets himself a 10-second. Oh, no, MB Jacobson not going to be happy about that one, I'm sure. But Meebinator leads the race off of Logan, who gets himself a drive-through. Whoa! Logan starting the race on a drive-through with a false start. Oh, no. On the medium tires. Everybody on softs or mediums. Oh, it's disastrous for Logan, who put himself on pole after being Mr. Irrelevant in the draft, looking to prove something. And he is now going to have to do it all. Going to go run into the pits. Hopefully he doesn't get a speeding penalty on the way in here, too. He can't afford an extra one. No, he takes it nice and smooth. Gets himself into the pits. Serves the drive-through as quick as he can. Looks like it's a pretty strong penalty, too. He's going to come out way behind the leaders. And the leaders, of course, looking pretty good right here. I wish I could tell you why this happens, everybody, but I do not know why. Sometimes it's stuck like that. Hold on a second. Bit of a fun little thing. Logan went to Lando Norris School of Bottling Poles. Hey, you know, everyone's got to do it at some point. Happens to the best of us, right? Something, something. Well, we're going to have rear view camera for the rest of the race, guys. No cockpit cameras. Because I do not know why it is not working. But it's not. Actually, I have an idea. Hold on. Let's hope it doesn't crash the game again. There it is. I'm an absolute genius. Absolute genius. And the person who's also a genius is this guy right here, Mr. Mediator on the mediums. He's going to get passed over by Edge, though. Edge coming in hot, and so is Tilla. Oh, charging down, going to make a move on Mediator. Mediator wants to hold the outside line. He says, no, not quite yet. I'm going to fight you for this one. I think he's going to be able to hold it. He does, but only just. Tilla has to slap back in. Bouncy, staying patient, sits in fourth. Tilla needs to get a move on. He's on those softs. He's playing the aggressive strategy. It is very, very tight for sure. But he doesn't want to stick behind and hang out here. He wants to get himself into the front and get away. But remember, I mean, the problem is with the DRS trains in this game, getting away on softs is just a significantly harder task than it ever has been. Great braking zone for there, right? For Mr. Bouncy. Tilla obviously a little bit low on energy, but everybody here playing their energy pretty conservatively, except for Edge. Edge is edging his way to the lead. He's not just edging his way, he's absolutely, I'm not going to say that joke. He's flying away with it. Ooh, Bouncy almost coming to the blows with the rear end of Mr. Sean Tilla. Almost gets himself clipped up there, but does not. Keeps his nose clean. And Amarmo still sitting in fifth, also on the softs. Norbash in sixth. Ron Swanson in seventh. Blackball in eighth. Villanova in ninth. And Osmari rounds our top 10. All of these guys still in a pretty strong DRS train. The Ferrari not making it up the back of it with a really good launch. Starting from the back. Now he's in 11th. Gary, though, gets away from the DRS train, and he's in 12th. Mediator did hold his way going into the first corner. Labib playing really careful here. Logan puts himself fast slap. Logan, of course, is going to be on a tear. Golden Drift and then Jacobson are going to be fighting each other too. Logan does get in front of Golden Drift. She's going to be fast today, I'm sure. He's not going to want to stick around. He's going to be really mad about the way that race started. Vonleh has already went and put himself onto the hards. Well, ooh, it's not quite working out for him. He's actually about to get lapped here. Oh my gosh. He is literally right about to get lapped. Look at that. You see that train right behind him? That's the train of Mediator. That's his teammate who is making that V-carb bread sandwich. Oof. Oh, that's going to be a tough one for the V-carbs to swallow right there. Tilla now actually going to go ahead and take the front row going into the final corner. Excuse me, final sector. Tilla looking rather racy here today. Tilla back on the pad. He's on the controller again. Was on a wheel for the longest time, but he said, no, I'm going to trade that back in. Get back on the device that made him quick in the first place, and he got himself up in the front here pretty strongly. Mediator, DRS, ERS, big advantage. Look for an inside send. There it is. Tilla going to hold the outside line. Doesn't want to let him just have it. But so far, that inside line has had the grip that he needs, and I think it's going to be Tilla still holding it. Oh, Edge actually going to get right in front of Bouncy on his way out of turn 2. Good move from these guys. All these guys are scrapping it pretty hard, pretty tight, and very fair. I'm loving this kind of race. Marmo, though, has a 4K front row cinema seat for this four-way. It's a tight one up front. Oh my gosh, look at Bouncy actually taking the inside line on Edge. Doesn't quite have it. Obviously, a way different way of attacking the corner between these two drivers. Powered by the same engines, different brains, and different lines. Very different way to attack this racetrack. Bouncy, good exit there. Edge still holding him off. It's a tight fight. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way down actually to Osmari in 11th. Osmari with a really good launch as well, up into 11th. He's still right up in the back of this DRS train, and it is very, very, very close. And I think Vonleh right now is just praying to God he can hold off Tilla and crew, who are all on DRS leapfroggies, versus Vonleh's straight pace. Because if Vonleh gets lapped, it's done for, man. It's an early end for the race for him. There's almost no way to get back out of that one. Tilla going to go ahead and relinquish the position, let him go. Edge thought about getting a little bit greedy for it, but does not find his way through. Tilla, a little bit low on battery, especially comparatively to Mediator, who's been managing his energy very well. The Mercedes behind of Edge, though, is looking rather racy. Does not want to let him run away. In the back, we got a couple little battles materializing themselves. MRK and Gary, a little two-man fight here for fighting for the final points-paying position of 12th here in Moose Racing League. Remember, you do get points all the way up to 12th position here in Moose Racing League, and these guys are scrapping for that one final point. You never know, though. That could be the difference between a championship or not, as with us only having 3 tiers this season to contribute to our combined Constructors Championship, every point matters even more than it ever has. Gary, bit of a bad line there. MRK looking to capitalize, will not find his way through. Villeneuve, though, getting passed up by Ferrari, who's now up in a 9th. Again, absolutely flying here at Zandvoort. He is just blitzing the field from last place to 9th. He's moving up crazy. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the other people have done when it comes to their movements from this back to where we are now. Attila up 5 positions. Mediator holding station as Attila just passed himself up for the lead. Ferrari, obviously, Ferrari Nut up the most at 11. But a couple other drivers up 5 or 6, being Blackballa, Villeneuve, Osmari, Gary, and Yacinto, all up 5 or 6. Looks like we had a bit of a moment for Golden Drift in the back, who just lost in the position, so tough for him. And MB Jacobson looks like he's having a little bit of laggies here. Blackballa, if we're not going to swap positions, team positions for sure. I'm sure that was a team play to try to go ahead and make some more pace out of this thing. Vonleh got to pray the leader battle hard. Correct, Bedunk. I mean, without that, I don't see how Vonleh stays out in front of this thing. Look at this. The gap is closing rapidly. We're about to see blue flags come out on the side of the track. Take a look as we're on the POV of Vonleh. We don't see blue flags pop up on the sides of the track yet, but I'm sure it's possible soon. Watch those boards, those black boards on the left and right side of the track. You may see, like right there on the corner of the top left, another one going to come up right here as well. You may see some flags come up, and if that's the case, then those would be the blue ones to signal to Vonleh he's got to let these leaders go through. Meminator going to make a pass on the outside line here. Attila, no, he's going to go ahead and back out of it. He says, no, I want to hold station. That's the right move. Did not need to go for it. Wants to chill. Wants to say, hey, let's work together here. Work together. What up, Milk? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. Is there any space? We live in the vast chasm of space, actually. That's where Earth currently sits, is in the vast chasm of open space that is known as the Milky Way, which is within the chasm of space, which is known as the universe. So I would say, yes, there is space. But unless you're talking about some other kind of non-metaphysical space, in which case, I don't know if I can answer your question. I'm sure you're asking about space to reserve here in Moose Racing League. And of course, the answer is yes, there is always space to reserve here in Moose Racing League. The way you do, join the Discord, sign up as a reserve in the Season 13 reserve sign up, and you're in. And join up as a reserve, and whenever there's a seat, you jump in. Well, what do we have here? It's been a long time. What's going on, Yuki? Welcome back to Moose Racing League. Hope you're doing great. We've got Attila leading the race, chasing down the V-Carb of Vonleh. Attila wants to catch him. Mediator does not want Attila to catch him. However, in the back, Ron Swanson and Norbash make a swap position. Actually, it's going to slow each other down. Oh my gosh. Everyone's getting a little bit to blows right there. Ferrari Nut going to make his way up into 7th. In fact, he's going to make his way up in front of everybody except for Ron Swanson. And now Ron Swanson has lost the plot and lost the DRS. And now it's himself with Ferrari Nut, Norbash, Blackballa. Oh man. The two Alpines charge their way up. Let's go ahead and take a look at our tires position. That's probably why those Alpines are looking good on the tires. Those 8-lap old softs yet to degrade. Looking just fine. Ron Swanson holding himself in front, but Ferrari Nut, look at him sniffing the tailpipe. Oh, this is tight. That's correct, Rowdy. Yep. You never know. You could get bumped back up. Ferrari Nut going to make it move past Ron Swanson. Ron Swanson just made that pretty easy for him, honestly. I think he probably just... Oh, Ron Swanson has a broken front wing. Ron, oh no, he is not going to be happy about that. The Ferrari driver of Ron Swanson's going to have to go into the pits early, I'm sure. He's probably going to take the mediums. Luckily enough, he's on the softs right now, so he could take the mediums and go to the end of this race. It's going to be a long haul, but he looks like he's going to choose not to do it. It's going to be a attacking Alpine, a Blackballa, going to probably make a big send on the inside. There he goes. That's going to be some big understeer right there from Ron Swanson. He obviously can't get the car turned in quite as well, but does get in front. Oh, Norbash. Oh no, Norbash gets himself spun around a little bit. I don't know if it was maybe from collision with himself and Villeneuve and Osmari. I'm not sure. I'm sure the stewards report will tell us later, but there's a broken wing as well for Osmari. Front left. Wow. This is a tight one for sure. Osmari, unfortunate for him, but he has lost a little bit of wing and a little bit of downforce. Now the packs are starting to spread out a little bit, but look at the front. It's once again Vonleh just holding on for dear life. I don't see the blue flags yet. The boards are still not illuminated, but it is coming soon at this rate. Edge, Mediator, Attila, Bouncy, and Omarmo working together to swallow the V-Carb of Vonleh. And I don't think he's going to survive for long. Especially considering Mediator, Edge, and Bouncy are all on mediums. They're going to be out there for a while. Yuki says they'll pit before they get slapped, but I don't know, man. At this rate, I disagree. They're catching him at a rate of knots. Still yet to see blue flags come out. Oh, just kidding. No need for blue flags. Vonleh throws it into the wall. Oh no, looks like he locked up his rears coming down into the corner, and that is a full course caution coming out. It says VSC, but watch the map in the bottom right corner. You'll see it come out. Oh, and there's Gary with a 10-second for annoying yellows. Oh, big crash right there for the V car. Big crash right into the cornering spot. That's the spot that actually broke Daniel Ricciardo's thumb, if you remember this a couple seasons ago. Also in the V car. The medium runners are not stoked. The soft runners are jumping for joy. The person who's the most excited about this is this Ferrari driver right here. Ron Swanson, nursing a damaged car for the past 4 laps, has done it, and now we'll be able to get a free wing change with this tire change. And Gary, his teammate, is too far back to be affected by the long pit stop. So the Ferrari garage better get skipping and jumping. They are stoked right now, I guarantee you. Into safety car conditions we go. Wow. Oh, man, dude. It's all going off really quickly. Oh, let me fix this a little bit. Looks like I'm a little bit low. Much better. Much better. You guys like the new, while we're waiting, do you like the new LEGO display? It's pretty nice, huh? A little bit of personality in the background. Very pretty. We got Ron Swanson going into the pits. Edge decides to stay out along with Bouncy. I think they should have gone in, personally. I think they probably should have gone for a second set of mediums and banked on a soft at the end for a late safety car. Yeah, dude. They could have gotten on some softs, right? Maybe later on the hards. Was he not watching his teammate who just threw it into the wall? That's a bit of a mistake in my opinion. Same thing with Black Ball, Villeneuve, Nornbash, Trump, 2 terms, and Yachinto. I just don't see the hards doing a good job. Gary, of course, taking the aggressive strategy. He's going to serve his 10 seconds, get onto the softs, and go try to run it. So I don't know, man. Yeah, Ferrari not needed a pit for sure. That actually helped him out a lot. He's sitting in 5th, but 3 of the 4 people in front of him are on old tires. Dude, he's in such a good position. That's crazy. Bro, he's absolutely in the best position ever. Yeah, Noah says can't confirm the hards suck. I'm not surprised, bro. They do not look like a good time, for sure. Oh, no, that's Vonleh. Oh, Noah. RIP, bro. Oh, man. So I'm guessing it was just a bit of a lock. Let's go ahead and have a post-race interview in the middle of the safety car. I'm guessing what happened, you're on your way down to turn 3, and it was just a rear lockup onto the hards and clank into the right wall. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what it looked like. Or you're coming over the hill, and over that hill, you just lift off the suspension a little bit, lose that rear tire grip, and clank into the wall as well. I think it's one of the two. That's my guess. Gary is pulling a fast one. If I think he's going to do what he's going to do, he'll get a set of mediums back pits under the safety car. That is also a very smart idea and would take it to the end. And it's something that may be smart for him, given the fact he's already in the back. Let's go ahead and take a look at Gary. He's got the opportunity to do it. However, he should have taken the hards if he was going to do that. So I don't think he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. Yellow Snowman. Yellow with the master strats in his head. Of course, he knows his team member. He knows his driver very well. He's going to get back onto the yellows and take him down to the end. You know, that was the right move. Yeah, the hards are very much so no-go here. Push too hard, went to swing the rear, and the rear only... Yeah. That sounds about right. It'll happen there. Did I just lose my controller? Ah, there it is. We're back. Cool. Interesting. Gary, gonna be onto the mediums now. Let's see what he can do. Go and throw it down. We won't have the safety car coming in this lap. It's gonna come in next lap, I'm sure. I do not see the Ferrari of Gary catch back up before this has a chance to go in. Yeah, no way. So one more lap under the safety car. Smart move. Very smart move. I like that one from Gary. That was definitely the right move. Gary, Normbash, MB Jacobson, Golden Drift, Logan, Osmari, Kamau, Ron, Omaro, Tilla, Ferrari Nut, all the ones who are on low wear mediums are in exceptional positions for the rest of this race. Of course, we got about 24 laps to go. You never know. Says comeback for Logan. He's back in it. He definitely is. He's sitting in 13th. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible. He's got a shot with good pace. He could start making moves and chopping field, but he has to do it rapidly. I don't think he can afford to slowly get after it. But I think Tier 2 has enough pace differential between certain packs of the grid that we will not see a 19-car DRS train. He needs to run through it for sure. Oh, Logan probably does actually need another set of tires. That's correct. Given the fact that he was on mediums early, so he's going to have to get on one more. Yeah. Really, really, really good point. Only people who are set are Norm, Bash, and Gary for sure, at least. I don't remember what everybody else was on, but yeah, Edge and Bounty, though, I mean, they are gambling to stay out on those mediums, man. That was a brave choice. I mean, what else do you do, though, is the hardest part, right? Like, do you go in? Like, I mean, I don't know if I could make that decision. That's a pretty tough decision to make with where you're at right now, given the fact of how bad the hards are known to be here at Zandvoort. It's going to be tough, man. Alpine is looking very good. Sitting in 5th and 8th, for sure. The hards to the end, though, is going to be tough for Black Balla. I think another team who's looking really strong right now, of course, is the Mercedes, sitting in 1st and 7th. But Edge is just going to have to hope there's one more safety car. If he does get that in about 5 laps, those who are on mediums are going to have to make a tough decision. Edge would probably stay out for 5 more laps. I could see him doing it. Those who are still on mediums at that point, you know, they're going to have to make tough decisions. Meebinator, Black Ball, Villeneuve, all of them are just going to get back on fresh mediums. They're going to call it a day, right? But those who just got on mediums will not have another fresh set, I don't think. At least some of them won't, you know? Some of them will. We'll find out. Let's see when Edge is going to go ahead and hit the loud pedal. He's waiting. Hasn't gone yet. Bouncy, waiting in tow. Watch the launch here from the McLaren. Waiting for it. There he goes. And it's a bit of a decent launch from Meebinator as well, but Labib with a good one. Dilla, of course, right behind as well. We got, here he is right here. Not too far back. Oh, bit of a mistake right there for Ferrari. Not going to go wide with a bit of a lockup. And Tilla almost pounced on the mistake early on. Does not find a way to capitalize, though. Nobody spins out coming through turn 1, 2, 3 so far. Everyone looks relatively chill. Oh, except for the Ferrari that's getting pushed off to the side of the track. That's Ron Swanson in a battle with Black Ball. Ron Swanson pushed up to the side of the track. Ron Swanson not going to be happy about that one, but he does live to the end of the day. And now it's 3 wide. There it goes. That's Logan. He's out of the race. Logan pushing too hard, going for a move potentially where it wasn't there. I'm not sure. We'll have to see at the end when the safety car or when the stewards comes out, but there it is. Safety car, Baguette's safety car, and Logan from pole is out of this race. Whoa. Dude, that was an aggressive restart. Oh, man, I don't know about that one. That was wild. And there's Ron Swanson with another broken wing. Seems to be the story of his life tonight. MB Jacobson, did he make it out alive over that kerfuffle? I think he did. Yeah, he did. Lucky him. Gary also did. And a couple people are going to start going in here. I wonder if Edge and Bouncy are going to take the opportunity. Edge will. Bouncy will. Edge. Bathed in Bouncy. Whoa. That actually worked. You never see that work, man. Oh. There it is. Not bad. And Ron Swanson will also go in and, of course, change that front wing. Hopefully he does end up getting that new wing. Yeah, he does. He's got fresh mediums to take him to the end of the race, though. So, I mean, he's in a good spot. He absolutely could recover this one. Bouncy, going to have a lot of work cut out for him with 20 laps to go on those softs. Yeah, right. Needs another safety car with about 10 laps to go, and he's really going to be in the fight. But, you know, will we get that? I don't know. This is safety car number 2. They were in rapid succession. So we're back under caution. Oh, man. Oh, dude. Labib and Edge still out there from the start of this race on 15 lap-old mediums. Yeah, that's what happened, Jim. I could see that. Yeah, I had a feeling. I bet you they probably just didn't lift or check up. And yeah, I think maybe somebody, I believe it was probably Ferrari Nut or Black Balla. I believe it was one of the 2 Alpines. Pushed off the Ferrari from what I saw. I could be wrong as well. But I think I saw a push off to the right side onto the dirt of the Ferrari that moved off. It was Ron Swanson, went off into the dirt. I think it probably was Black Balla, yeah. I really couldn't tell. I know it was one of the Alpines, though, is what I saw. They obviously could have just had some hard racing. It could have not been a push off. Who knows, right? But I believe that's what happened was somebody ran out of space there, went off to the side. He rejoins, but it's a tough spot. If you rejoin at anywhere near, you know, not near maximum speed, I mean, you're a sitting duck. And there goes Labib going to go into the pits. Also was a sitting duck. Oh, just kidding. He doesn't do it. Nobody goes to the pits. He faked that. I thought he was going to go for it. But yeah, you're a sitting duck to chaos right there, man. I mean, coming into Sector 1, not at maximum speed, it's almost impossible to stay alive, you know? It's a really tough choice. Also, what's going on, Clark? Welcome in. He says, this isn't iRacing. This is not. No. Congratulations. Your eyes do work. I am proud of you, and I hope you know that you are not going to need any glasses anytime soon. Oh, I pressed the wrong button, guys. It's last season's. While we're waiting, let's go and take a look at the calendar, because obviously we are here in the middle of Zandvoort's round 1. Next week we'll be at Hungary. The week after that we'll be at Silverstone, then Mexico, Imola, Austria, Qatar, Australia. That's where we start the IRL crossover, as that is the real-life opening round of F1 25 season in Australia. Then we got China, of course, round 2. Another crossover, Brazil. Not a crossover, but Japan and Bahrain. Our final 2 rounds will be crossovers with the real-life calendar of the 2025 F1 season. So it's going to be interesting to see, and this will be our final season on this game cycle. So these drivers are going to want to go ahead and put it all on the line so that way they can take their last chance at the title on F1 24. If they're going to get one, it's going to be this season over the next 12 weeks. Edge currently leading this race with Mibinator right behind him in second on the 5-lap old hards. Labib in third, also still hanging on for dear life. And there goes the safety car in this lap. It was a quick safety car. Very few people went ahead and went into the pits, and there wasn't enough time, obviously, for the grid to separate, because it literally was like a 45-second bit of racing. Labib almost spins himself into oblivion, trying to warm up his tires. Labib, we need you to chill. You're looking to cause this scene. Ericsson almost hit you, you know what I mean? That was a scary one right there. But back in the Edge camera, let's see how he handles this restart. Last time he started the restart about halfway through this this turn. So right around here is where he started it last time. There he goes. Same thing. He figured out it worked, you know, and it looks like he's stuck to the same winning strategy. Frynut gonna burn some energy and looking for a pass early on Labib. Not gonna set up. There goes a big set for Labib, and oh, absolutely smokes the side of Mutilator. Frynut gonna try to get up and involved in this as well. There, 3 wide. Oh no, this is a mistake. Somebody back out. Oh, there it is. Yeah, someone's gonna die. Oh, that is some rubbing his racing moments right there. Labib kicking that whole volcano off by making a deep late send into turn 1. A bit of a mistake in my opinion, but he's going to be side by side now with Black Balla. Oh, sorry, with Marmo, and Labib will get beat out. There goes Black Balla as well. Black Balla not going to want to let Labib stay around there. Oh man, that was a huge send from Labib. That is definitely going to be an afterthought. Oh, the stewards, and there he goes right into the back of Black Balla, and he's going to lose some wing for his troubles. Labib now going to have a missing front left end plate. Villeneuve going to want to try to take advantage of it. He does not want to stick behind his slow car. And there's some spun out in the back. It's 2 turns. 2 turns, and MB Jacobson. MB Jacobson having the definition of not the race this season for himself. And it's a VSC. And it will say a VSC is what it looks like. Drivers under caution now. All the drivers have to hold position and chillax. 60% power. Relaxation Nation. It is tense right now. You can feel it in the driving. You can see it in their behavior. They are looking for every bit of advantage as possible. And Labib will go in, put on fresh tires and a fresh wing. He needs to make sure he selected that wing. Hopefully he did. Jacobson is getting absolutely destroyed this race, though. He is really getting quite unlucky for sure. Labib will get lucky with a bit of a free safety car to be able to go in and use this for that broken wing. We'll go out onto some fresh softs. Take those long. Is he ever going to go? There he goes. Okay. Late one. There goes Emma Jacobson as well into the pits. But hey, the race isn't over until it's over. You never know. Edge still holding the front. Mibinator gets himself a drive-through for speeding under the VSC. Does not keep himself under Delta, and Mibinator is going to pay for his sins in a very rapid fashion. He's got to hope there isn't a safety car. Oh, and he almost caused it himself, because if he got that safety car, it would really mess up his strategy. He needs to serve that drive-through right now and get it done and over with. As Ferrari Nut's going to try to make a move on the outside line. I think he's going to have it. Mibinator will just back off and say, go for it. Not even worth the fight. I think that was smart to not even go for it and not even try to fight it. Lets him go. In the back, Villeneuve and Kamau almost coming to blows, but Villeneuve does get the car slowed down without using the back end of a Red Bull to help him do it. Mibinator, will he take the pits lane? He needs to. Yeah, that's smart. Got to do it now before there's a chance of a yellow flag. to really mess up your strategy. Takes the pit, takes the penalty on the chin, has to do it. There's the yellow. It's a spun car. A Bouncy. Bouncy, who was once leading this race and in the fight and a really strong contention for a win, has now spun it and bottled so bad. All this slow is penalty too. Oh, and it's still 10 seconds. Oh my gosh, you couldn't write that if you tried. And he doesn't get to serve it right now either. Has to wait. Oh man. We've got the Rowdy is gonna be a mad team principal right now. His two drivers, Villeneuve and Bouncy, are having a bit of a rough one right here. Yeah, for sure. Cry in the shower is an understatement. Edge is somehow flying away from the grid though on 19 lap old mediums. Dude is doing what he needs to do right here. 2 seconds in the lead of Ferrari Nut, who, by the way, Ferrari Nut has gone from last to second. He has had a phenomenal race so far. He's gotten a little bit lucky with the safety cars, but you know what? He does what I always say. You put yourself in a position to get lucky. And that's what he's been doing so far. Villeneuve, sitting in ninth, the other from McLaren, who has yet to bottle himself into oblivion, unlike Bouncy, who just did, unfortunately. So sorry, Bouncy. That was a rough one to watch. Amaro and Tilla right here at third and fourth. I don't know if it was Bouncy making a mistake, though, or if he got clapped off, to be fair. He could also not be bottled. It could be he got clapped off, and I could be making assumptions. You never know. But I do know Bouncy sometimes gets excited on the power. And he does put on the old mediums as well. So Bouncy's now on the 15 lap old mediums. He should have put on softs. Oh no, Bouncy. A double mistake there. That's going to really cost him a lot in the final stage of this race. There's a bit of a train behind him though. Behind that top pack. It's it looks like Kamau and down. We got Osmari, excuse me. Osmari leading it in fifth with Black Ball, Kamau, Golden Drift, Villeneuve, Ron Swanson, and Gary all in it. Norm Bash just a little bit outside of the touching room of it. Just kidding. Gary, Villeneuve, and Ron Swanson. And the one little thing, Ferrari versus McLaren. The battle as old as time. Oh, this is a tight one for sure. Oh, K-Spear. Oh, Rowdy, you don't want to know what you just missed. It will not make you happy because it does involve some bad luck from the McLaren garage for sure. Villeneuve, though, in the McLaren garage, sitting there in 10th, holding off the attacking car of Gary 5000, who really is attacking. Osmari loses 2 positions going into turn 1. I think it's just going to go ahead and get one back on Black Ball. Yeah, he does, and that's Golden Drift trying to hold it up into 7th, but does not find his way up there. He stays in 8th. Wide for the Alpine. Wide for the Alpine does not work out. Black Ball going to lose a position to Golden Drift. And there he goes. Yeah, 21 lap mediums for Edge is insanity. He's still going. He needs that late safety car, and this is a chance for it right here. Golden Drift and Osmari. They are a tight gap with each other. I do know them to be pretty respectful drivers, though. I don't expect them to get themselves into trouble, unlike maybe a couple other drivers who might find themselves into issues sometimes. But Edge has lost a lot of time. He's now with Ferrari Nut right up on his tail. He was once 2 seconds ahead, and now that gap is all but dissipated into thin air. Ferrari Nut is going to make a move for the lead right here. I guarantee you into turn 1. He's not going to wait any longer. There it is. Going to take the outside line. Edge going to let him have it. Says go for it. Edge going to go to the pits now. Oh, wow. He doesn't even wait. And 10 seconds to Edge. Does not know how to slow the car down. Bro, the brake pedal's on the left, not the right. Edge. Oh, no. Oh, no. With the softs, but at what cost? 10 seconds added to his cumulative time. Assuming he doesn't get another pit stop to serve him, it is a rough penalty for him for sure. Oh, he just needed to slow down. Oh, almost clapped somebody of millimeter. Was way out. Those are cold, soft tires. Oh, big one right there. That's a big mistake from 2 terms. Huge set on the inside on the cold tire outlap car of Edge. That was a bit of an ambitious one. 2 terms going to be swallowed up by Labib pretty soon at this rate, but 2 terms lucky to make it out with his life and no damage is what it looks like. I don't know if Edge fared the same. Looks like he did. No side pod is broken for him. Bum says this is cinema. I couldn't have put it better myself. I haven't seen cinema like this since I cried my heart out to the Titanic. You know what I mean? That was a movie. Edge, of course, way down at the back in 14th. Ferrari not still leading this race. Tilla, though, nowhere near out of it. Only 4/10 away from the victor. Ferrari Nut, remember, last to first right now over the past 24 laps, but he does still have 13 to go to finish this thing off. It's nowhere near done. We are literally 2/3 of the way through this thing, and it is nothing close to the story being closed. Bouncy sets himself the fastest lap of the race right here. He is way back there for sure. You can see where he is on track at the very back of the grid. Actually, more than lapped? No, he's 43 seconds behind Evan Jacobson, who's up here. Oh! Wow. Wow, he's way far back there, dude. Holy smokes. I couldn't even tell exactly where he was. He's not lapped, of course, but I mean, like, he's far back. Guys, he's far back. He's basically, no, I think he has been lapped. Excuse me. I think he's a full lap down. He's got to really get a move on. Yeah, he's definitely lapped. There goes, makes a send on his teammate. Yep, has to go get done. Bouncy has the comeback of a century if he was to come back into this thing. I mean, I don't see it happening, right? He's got to stay out for the safety car if he does get one, right? He has to stay out. Hope everybody in front of him pits, which everybody except for Edge I could see pitting. And maybe MB Jacobson. So he can pass MB Jacobson, you know, obviously there's a shot, but MB Jacobson's 45 seconds of the road, so I don't see it. Yachinto, speaking of Edge, Yachinto's going to get passed up by Edge. Chinto down to 13th. Up in the front, though, we got a pretty good fight still of Tilla and Ferrari Nut. It's still 3/10 between the two of them. It is nowhere near done and dusted between these guys. They are fists out, hard scrapping it, man. This is a great race so far, man. Holy smokes. Like, genuinely a great race. Wow. I am loving stuff like this, man. This is incroyable, as the French would put it. Near neighbors to the Dutch here. Not too far away geographically wise, but obviously very far away in terms of their ability to say the letter R. Attila is doing a good job here, sitting in second in the Red Bull, making the Red Bull team principal and his teammate, Mr. Kamal, very proud. Kamal, of course, sitting in 5th as well. Red Bull doing a good job here in the Sandy Shores. We go into the end, or we get another safety car? Asks Badunk. I would say safety car. There goes Gary retiring, and there's a safety car. That's unbelievable, dude. Look, literally, what are the chances of that? There's Gary retired on the left side. Bro, there's no way. Badunk, there's no way. There's no way that just happened. There's no way. Bouncy has gone into the pits. That was a big mistake from Bouncy. Or he's serving his penalty. I would have did. I think he's still going to be lapped. I don't see him being able to put up enough pace. Guaranteed to still be lapped. I don't think Bouncy finds his way out of this thing. That's crazy, dude. The timing is unbelievable. Ferrari Nut still sitting in the lead with Tilla right behind them. They're definitely both going to go in. It's going to be a soft scrapper to the end. Oh my god. But Normbach is on mediums, and I don't know if Normbach is in a better position or not. He just pit, obviously. Yachinto's obviously pit. Everybody from Normbach back is pit. I don't know if the mediums is the move. That really could be a clip for the YouTube. It's a good one, too. The timing is unbelievable, bro. It's so crazy. I don't know. I mean, if the softs or the mediums are going to move at this point, you got 8 laps, you know, you'd think maybe even 7 of actual racing by the time the safety car comes in, because the grid is so spaced out with Bouncy being so far back. Assuming he does find his way, you know, out of being lapped, which I really don't see how that happens. Gonna be tough. Like, and look where Ferrari Nut is right now. He doesn't go. Why? Why did Ferrari Nut not pit? Or come out, or Osmari? Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God, guys. I'm a sad, sad man right now. That is... Oof. That is a serious throw on all 3 of their parts. Oh, no. Even if you double stack. Even the double stack is better than doing this. You are at the mercy of your 17 compatriots now, of one of them going and skill issuing their way into another driver to put themselves into a safety car position. No other chance at a race win, or even a top 5, in my opinion, will these 3 drivers have. We saw the mediums go about 20 laps, 5 left of it, and they still got 5 more on top of that. They got 10 laps to go. No way. Ferrari strat, not cursing the Ferraris at all. Both the Ferraris, well, one of them actually, because only one of them's alive, is actually in a good spot. Being Ron Swanson, 7th on the grid right here, and he's one of the top soft-running drivers. Tilla is looking like the favorite right now, and I cannot believe I'm saying that right now. Dude, if you would have asked me 24 hours ago, is Tilla going to win his first race back? I would have said, literally would have laughed in your face. Love you, Tilla. You're a really great guy. But I actually would have laughed, for sure. Tilla is making me look really dumb, and I think he might actually go and win this thing at this rate. I can't believe I'm saying that. Wow. Kamau, even though he made a bit of a strategy blunder. Oh! Speaking of which, there he is, backwards. Luckily getting ghosted. Oh, man. Spun under safety car. Oh, no. Kamau. Oh, no. Just take to the pits. But I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Oh, no, Kamau. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not what you want to see. And I don't think he's going to get a chance to pit either. I think he's going to be stuck out here without track position. I think the safety car is going to come in at the end of this lap looking at where MB Jacobson is. Bouncy, of course, is right here in the middle of the grid. He's going to try to lap himself is what it looks like. He's going to go for it. He's got his compatriot 2 cars ahead of him, being a Villeneuve. Looks like there's Mediator right in front of him. JK, it's Black Ball in front of him. Oh, he's technically sitting in 8th. That's crazy. Anything can happen. There it is. Safety car is going to go in. This is tough, man. Ooh, it's going to be tough for here. Let's see what Osmari Ferrari Nut and Tilla can do. Of course, Osmari Ferrari Nut sitting on the old mediums. Tilla on brand new softs. And he's going to be aggressive. Do not expect any sort of punches being held back. He will not pull them. But Ferrari Nut puts us down to an absolute snail's pace here on his way into the final corner. Oh, I don't know if I like that. Fake the speed up. I don't know if I like that. Oh, let's see if when's he gonna go for it. It's looking late. Tilla, he is edgy, waiting for it. Wants it. There they go. Good launch from Tilla. Great launch. He's gonna get this move done on his way into Osmari. No way he lets Osmari stay ahead. Here it goes. Oh, just kidding. Tilla playing very patient racing right here. Actually, good etiquette from him right there. I like that. Bit of a good rotation from Golden Drift. I think there's going to be some movement down at the bottom. It's going to be Mediator and Villeneuve. Villeneuve going to make a move with Mediator. Oh, it's side by side going into turn 2 and 3. Ooh, that's dangerous. But I think the McLaren's got it done. They're still rubbing racing. And that's the Mercedes of Edge, who's right up in it as well. Mediator's still holding off behind him, but he will not be able to make his way up in front of him. It's going to be done and dusted there. The McLaren stays ahead. Tilla still sitting back behind Osmari, waiting for his chance, waiting for his move to pounce. Going to wait. I think he knows it's his race to lose. He says, hey, I've just got to hold out here. And there's one. Oh, almost it's clapped from Williams on the outside. But he's going to take an outside line. Oh, dude, look at that. The insane amount of extra grip that he had right there. Villeneuve going to be down. Loses a lot of positions. Bouncy right behind him as well. Bouncy and Villeneuve. The McLaren garage sitting in 16th and 17th. And one of them a lap down. Not even just in the back. But he also back on grid. Oh, that's tough for Bouncy for sure. Really tough for him. Tilla now sitting in second. Really racy. The entire grid is a DRS train except for the 2 boys in Papaya. Oh, that is a crazy thing to say. And this is Tilla's move. It's going to happen. There's nothing Ferrari Nut can do about it. Tilla deep on the brakes. Ferrari Nut just has to hold on, but he can't hold on. And he loses the lead from a mistake of pitting. Doesn't go for it, and now he's down to second. But he does not have his work done yet. He still has to hold off the assaulting Golden Drift, who's on some fresh mediums and is trying to make his way past Osmari at rapid pace. Tilla now 6/10 ahead of Ferrari Nut. He is flying. And look at this. Golden Drift is on the rear of the Williams. So close. He's glued to the back of that Duracell. Oh, I think it's going to give him a little bit of a bump and run. That might not go well. The church. Oh, no, Osmari gets caught up in a whole bunch of shenanigans. Somehow everybody ends up forward. I really don't know exactly what happened there. But we're back to racing, and he just has a broken wing. That was crazy. Great recovery to avoid any more kerfufflage going on. And Osmari's going to go real deep. MB Jacobson tries to take the outside line here. Going to run out of room, yeah. And there goes Labib as well. Oh my gosh, dude. This is scrappy. MRK sitting in 10th. Old mediums, 18 laps old. Tilla, 1.6 ahead. Yachinto and Meeb swapping out as well. There goes a spun out car of, I want to say, Bouncy. Oh, big hit from Yachinto on the back of Meebator. Blackball has retired his way into the pits. He's called it quits. Oh no, I don't know why he did that. I think he was still in the race for sure. But he said, I'm done and dusted. And up in front of these guys, it's still scrapping. Oh, the Mercedes and the Aston Martin almost going to blows, but Edge and Nornbash just swap positions relatively civilized-wise. Ron Swanson sitting here in 4th. Wow, that's crazy. What a recovery for him. After being almost swallowed up in that insane battle that was up through Sector 1 after his rejoin. He's up into 4th, and he has a shot at 3rd. And he's going to have a little bit better pace on Golden Drift. He could get him there, or he's going to have better pace on Freudenut. Yeah, the hard racing in round 1 is intense. I mean, I'm not surprised it's tier 2. It's what you expect here, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. But yeah, it is some racing for sure. This is quite wild. Ron Swanson doing his best to hold on. Golden Drift. Oh yeah, Freudenut ain't no way he's going to defend that one. See you later, alligator. Ron Swanson is next up to get the position as well. If Ron can just hope that Freudenut loses the DRS. Oh, I don't even think he's going to have to wait that long. No, he holds off back and waits for it. Bouncy has to went ahead and retired and left the session as well. We're down to just 15 drivers left here in the race, and it's going to be an outside line there for the Ferrari driver. Last time he was on the outside of an Alpine going through Sector 1. He ended up with himself in the wall and barely himself licking his wounds, but now it's going to be Ron Swanson making a brave pass, and he's up into a podium position. Golden Drift in second, but 2 seconds away from Tilla. Tilla is running away from this grid. He's got his Hokas on. He's put the sprint mode on. Edge now about to try to make a move on Freudenut. Freudenut has gone from glory to a bad story. He was sitting in the lead, and now he's fighting for his life to just hold on to like a top 7 or 8 over the next 4 laps. That is going to be a task and a half. He's barely going to have DRS here, but I don't even know if it's going to be enough for him. Oh, he's even going to take a nose on the inside. Whoa, Edge! Oh, that's a bad mistake from Edge. I would not have done that if I was him. And he is backwards on the racetrack. We might have a safety car coming up here too. Everybody got to dodge him. Oh, the scenes. And Edge's going to get a move. That was a very ill-advised move from Edge. Oh, man, he got impatient. Extremely impatient. Freudenut is lucky to make it out with his life there. Very lucky. This is insanity. And there's an ignoring yellow flag for some people, too. He couldn't edge any longer. Yeah, this is unbelievable, bro. I don't even know what to say. This is crazy. This is so crazy. The Mercedes guys, they were doing so good. And now look at them, 14th and 15th. Yachinto and 2 turns have a penalty. I think they both have like 10 seconds. I don't even know how, but they do. They're gonna hope they don't have to serve it in the safety car so they can get it removed, and I hope they take a saving of the of the race director. This is unbelievable. Ron Swanson has a shot in second too. Look at him, he's got the pace on Golden Drift. I think he's faster, if only by a tiny bit. They just might. I mean, I would assume they probably will. It looks like there were some weird, ignoring under yellow kind of issues. So assume they do get removed. It's still them sitting in now less good positions. Oh, Kamau. Oh, almost got swallowed up right there. But Kamau does lose it to 2 terms. Labib sits in 9th and Yachinto in 10th. MB Jacobson, for all the abuse he has taken through the past 34 laps, he is really up and into this thing. And Edge has sped into the pits as well to add insult to the injury. MB Jacobson and Villeneuve still side by side, going through Sector 1. This is always scary. MB Jacobson doesn't want to let it out. Oh, he doesn't let out. He says, I'm going to stay here. I've been attacked, bruised, battered, and beat this entire race. I can't let him go, but he does have to. Villeneuve had the overspeed. It was done. Ron Swanson, Golden Drift. This is the fight, man. This is the fight we want to see. Fight for second. Of course, we got Tilla sitting in the lead, 1.9 seconds ahead. He's taking a chill. You can see he's lost a little bit of time to Golden Drift. Golden Drift is pushing as hard as he can, right? But Tilla doesn't care. He just has to finish. 2 seconds ahead. He's in a great spot. He basically has it all to lose and everything to gain right now. Like, it'd be really hard for him to lose it. So He's being smart. And there goes Ron Swanson on the inside of Golden Drift. I knew it was inevitable that was going to happen at some point, but will Ron be able to hold this is the real question. Ron has obviously had some bad luck here through Sector 1, but I think that bad luck may have subsided. Ooh, look at it a little bit of a look there from Golden Drift. Doesn't go for it. Ron! Ooh, bit of a bad exit there as well coming out of Sector 1. Oh, man. This is scary, man. It's very frightening. Golden Drift on the rear of the Ferrari. Look at him. You can almost see into the internal engine workings with how close he is to that exhaust pipe. It is so close, but he's got plenty of energy, does Ron Swanson, to be able to, you know, run away with this thing. And of course, the more they fight, the more Tilla runs away. It's working out in his favor very well. Ferrari sits in 4th, surprisingly enough, on 24 lap old mediums. Had he gone in, it's a question of what could have been, because everybody behind him pit, so he wouldn't have lost the positions. It is all going to be a question of what could have been for the Alpine driver. And Meemater looks to spoil his fun as well and grab another position off of him. He's got just one more lap to do it. We come across the line, and we are on lap 36 at 36 here, ladies and gentlemen, of the opening round of Tier 1 Boost Racing. Again, Golden Drift making an outside line on Ron Swanson. It is a tight little fight between the Kick-Sauber and the Ferrari. Both of them prancing horse provided engines, and Golden Drift gonna get pushed a little bit wide. Ron Swanson will get his way through. The Ferrari still holds off into 2nd. Meemater, of course, gets in front of Ferrari. Now Ferrari down into 5th now. Norbash chasing down. Norbash just 9/10 away from the Alpine. And if that happens, somehow Ferrari has gone from last to 1st to 6th, all in the span of a race. But as of right now, he looks pretty held and set to hold down 5th. Ron Swanson hanging on for dear life behind this Kick-Sauber, or sorry, in front of this Kick-Sauber, who is chasing him as hard as he possibly can. I know it's going to be a drag race to the line. Edge goes ahead and sets the fast lap of the race just to take it away from anybody else who may have wanted it on some fresh softs. Ron Swanson is just got to pray that he can get a good exit out of the final corner. Tilla, though, is looking poised to take this win. Tilla, the guy that we all doubted. Tilla, the man who has come out and set all expectations to the side and told everybody, sit down and watch me win it. He's done it. Ron Swanson and Golden Drift to the line. Ron Swanson just by a hair. 18 thousandths of a second. He gets it with Meemater into 4th, Ferrari into 5th, or Ferrari Nut, and Nornbash into 6th with 2 terms coming in 7th. And of course, lose a bunch of positions off of time penalties. Come out 8th, and there's a scrap right here of MB Jacobson and a couple others across the line. But Labib actually is in 7th. Kamal's in 6th, I think. I don't really know. Let's go off the penalties and we'll let it figure it out later. It's Kamal in 7th, Labib in 8th, Villanova 9th, and MB Jacobson rounds out the top 10 with 2 terms left. Giacinto in 12th, Osmari in 13th. Omarmo in 13th, and Osmari in 14th with Edge finishing, unfortunately, as the final finisher. Does get a little bit of a joyride there on the grass to finish off his race. What a ridiculous season opener. 5 drivers did not make it to the end, but 15 did. And I almost feel worse for the ones that made it than the ones that didn't. Wow. That is crazy. Tilla. Well done. Take a bow, you British great guy. That was incredible. That was amazing. Well done. I think it's actually Scottish or Irish. I can't remember. He's going to hate me that I just said that. I know he's going to watch it back on broadcast, and he's going to be so offended, and that's the goal. From 6th to 1st, Tilla has done the impossible. Phenomenal job to him. Ron Swanson, though, again, I think Ron's probably my driver of the day. To come back from all that stuff he got put up into, man, up in a 2nd, that's incredible. Well done to him. Golden Drift, though, in 3rd as well. Phenomenal drive. Maybe they're losing 2 positions, but does still finish in 4th with a good points-paying finish. And Ferrari Nut from last to 5th. Also, an unbelievable drive, but a bad strategy blunder at the end, costing the win. Probably was his, had he not made that mistake to not pit. Norbash in 6th, Kamal in 7th, Labib in 8th, Villeneuve in 9th. MB Jameson rounds out our top 10 with 2 terms, and Giacinto taking our final 2 points-paying positions. And Omarmo, Osmari, and Edge not getting anything for the troubles. Blackballa, Bouncy, Gary, Logan, and Von Lang, the soldiers we lost along the way. Wow! That was a crazy one, dude. What an unbelievable race. Phenomenal job to everybody. I'm going to see if I can drag people into the interview room. Of course, I've got to get Sean Tilla, Ron Swanson, and Golden Drift. Sean Tilla, Ron Swanson, Golden Drift. Excuse me while I get on my phone and ping them. Sean Tilla, Ron Swanson, Golden Drift. Sean Tilla, Ron Swanson, Golden Drift. At Tilla, at Ron, at Golden, waiting room if so. Boom. That was crazy. That was unbelievable. Oh, Tilla, he's already in the interview waiting room, dude. Look at him. He's like, I'm ready to go, dude. Get me in here. He is so excited to be in this interview waiting room, man. I'm not surprised, right? But look at him go. He said, get me in there. Let me go switch over to this Discord. Hold on a second. That's so funny. He was in so fast. The speed of this guy. Speedy on track and in the Discord. You know what I mean? Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well done. Let me go ahead and undo that. Let's go bring Mr. Shantilla in here since it looks like no one else is going to be joining us. Oh, just kidding. Ron Swanson's going to get us. Let's get Ron Swanson in here first, and then we'll get Shantilla last. Let's go. Let's bring him in. Well, hello, Ron. How we doing?
Good. How are you, man?
I am doing great. Looks like I totally forgot to set up my interview scene, but I'm doing super good, man. Phenomenal recovery on that race, bro. At one point, I thought you were totally down and out. No way he comes back from this thing. I saw that little moment that you had with one of the Alpines. I don't know which one, on your way out of what was it, turn 4, which goes up into the corners of sector 1. But you found a way to come back, man. That was absolutely incredible. Well done.
Thank you, man. It was fun. Other than the Alpine incident, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, other than that one, right? That tiny little one.
Yeah, that was I don't know why or what happened there, but got second, so it's okay.
You know what? To come back from that it's always a really difficult thing to do. But obviously, you had a bunch of people in chat rooting you on and praying for your success, and obviously it worked out well. Tell me about that recovery drive. Do you think a lot of it came down to just a little bit of luck from the safety car? Do you think you really played your strategy right? Like, how do you think you kind of found your way to come back to that thing?
For me, it's got to be honestly my team owner, because he gave me the setup. I hadn't played this game since last season, and I looked and it got rid of everything. Like, it restarted my entire account for some reason.
Oh, fun.
So if he didn't give me this setup, I was going to be pretty bad. And
well, hey, Yellow Snowman obviously is just bowing himself in his humble ability to be wonderful, of course. Great team principal you've got right there. He's one of the most successful that we've had here in Moose Racing League. He's done a great job almost every single season. He's been a team principal, so you're in great hands. In general, man, I think you played a really good race. Your strategy was very smart for sure. And I guess, I agree, your setup was fast. It seemed racy. Tell me about that pass that you made to get yourself up into second against Golden Drift. I know you guys had a tight fight at the very end. How did you hold him off?
Completely. I thought I almost wrecked myself because I was just going to go down to the bottom of the track, but he got there first in that last lap. And I had passed him thinking that I was like, I got to pass him now because it looked like he was going to catch the guy in first. And if he got DRS, I knew I wouldn't. And I thought I could go get him, which was not the case. But
nope.
Yeah, that was pretty much lucky. He did a good race. He was doing well on those mediums compared to me on the softs. So he probably had a little bit more speed than me, but I played it well, had ERS the whole race, so I wasn't anywhere off on battery, so that's pretty much what got me there.
Just some great defense, and you're right. I think, in the last couple laps, probably he had the tire advantage, but the fact that you still were able to hold him off is quite impressive. So, phenomenal job. It's a very well-earned P2. Going into next week, man, we've got obviously a very intense race next week. How are you feeling about week 2?
What's the next race?
Next week, it's Hungary.
Hungary?
Yeah.
I like that track. That's a good track. It really all depends on setups. I'm hoping my team owner could cook me because I've never been great with them. So I had a collection of them for every track, had them all like categorized. So them being gone kind of sets me back. So hopefully he could give me another good one. But I like that track. It's got 2 decent passing zones. So I think I'll be able to do good again.
Hey, 3 if you're brave as well. I know another one that's not conventional, but it's definitely possible. Well, man, I'm looking forward to how you do next week. And again, congratulations this week. Well done to get yourself up into second place, and excited to see you next week.
Thank you.
Adios.
Goodbye.
Alrighty, guys, and that was Ron Swanson. Let's go ahead and grab in Golden Drift. Looks like he's here in the waiting room as well. Let's talk to the man who got himself in third. Hey, it's Mr. Golden Drift. Congratulations on your podium, man. How are you feeling after that?
From being at the back, I didn't even expect to be here, to be honest.
But you are?
That's the chaos.
Yep. It
Oh,
was
Yeah.
it was a race for sure. Rather chaotic is a bit of an understatement. I would say that was honestly one of the most chaotic races I think I've seen in a long time. But the fact that you made your way through all of it and you found yourself up into a podium points position is phenomenal, man. That's just pure skill, and you know, obviously you put yourself in a position to get lucky. Talk to me about your strategy for that race. Was that something that you were kind of like, you know, predetermined going into it? Like, hey, it's probably gonna be pretty safety car-y. I'm gonna play it smart and smooth with my tire choice, or was it just making choice on the fly and it ended up working out?
It was a bit of both. I knew if there was going to be a bunch of safety cars, just keep an extra set of tires in case, because I wasn't ever going to the hards.
Yeah, no.
Unfortunately, I didn't have another set of softs at the end, but that I'll still take it from being where I was.
Yeah, man, you started decently all right with your qualifying. It wasn't great. I think you were like qualifying like what 10th or 12th or something like that. And so to find yourself up to podium is phenomenal. But obviously you had a very up and down race. There are tons of times where I saw you near the back of the grid, and tons of times where I saw you near the front. And so you did manage the chaos very well. I think it was that moment where Ferrari Nut decided not to pit. Same thing with Kamal, and there was one of the person who didn't. I think it was Edge near the final safety car. I think I knew it was a done deal that you were going to find yourself on the podium. It was just a matter of how you were going to get there, and also which of the podium positions you were going to get. So well done to go ahead and get it done, man. That was a great race. Going into next week, we got Hungary. Is this a track that you feel pretty confident about, or is this one of those not so good kind of tracks for you?
I guess it really just depends on the weather, I guess. I mean, I'm not really that well. Like, I haven't really been driving that well in the wet recently, but hopefully it's dry.
You know, if there's one thing I know about Hungary, it can always get wet. So maybe worth it to do a little bit of practice there in the soggy conditions. But hey, you never know. You might get lucky, and it might be very dry. You never know.
Hopefully.
Cross fingers for your luck. Well, man, great race again tonight. Well done, and excited to see you next week. And yeah, gonna go. I hope you go and celebrate with your team principal tonight, because that was a great race.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. I'll chat you later.
See ya.
Alrighty, guys, and now we're on to our final person for the interview tonight. It's our race winner, Mr. Sean Tilla. Welcome to the box, my friend. How are you feeling after that one?
The heart was racing, just a little bit.
Just a little bit, huh? Man, that was unbelievable. To come from where you were during that race to just like stay consistently right up there with the front. You never really set a foot wrong for what it seemed like. And I could tell, you know, as soon as I saw Ferrari not pit, I was like, oh yeah, it still is to lose. This is done and dusted. And that was a 2-second gap pretty quickly, man. Tell me about how you got that done.
It was just trying to avoid the chaos. It's just kind of what I always done. I got a great start. I don't know. I felt like I was gonna be at the top end anyways, but I made a few mistakes in qualifying, so I knew the race pace was there. I just had to try and do it on strategy, is what I decided. So I was happy enough to just sit behind people and just not worry.
Not get in it. Yeah, and obviously, you know, the chaos was up in front of you and all behind you and basically everywhere except for on your car itself. How did you find yourself able to just stay away from the carnage that was left, right, and center?
Talent. That's it. Talent. Honest talent. That's it.
Good answer. Great answer. And that talent paid off into some smart, smooth, and consistent racing that obviously got you the W tonight.
Absolutely.
Going into next week, you're looking at Hungary, another fast track, rapid turns, and high downforce, a little bit different. How do you feel about a track like Hungary?
I'm going to win again. Absolutely.
Whoa! All right. Dang. That is some serious confidence from Shantilla. Well, you guys heard it here first. I know Bum is rooting for you like crazy. He's going to be excited to see you hopefully go win it again next week. So let's see if you can make your premonition come true, man. Congratulations again on your race tonight. You did a phenomenal job and a great job in the win. And yeah, hope to see you next week back here in the interview booth.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. See you later, brother.
Thank you.
Alrighty, guys. And that is all she wrote for tonight. Let me go ahead and just get out of that, because what the heck is going on here? You see nothing. Excuse me. Oh, still see nothing. That's hilarious. Let's just oh, we're great. Yeah. And that's the end of the race, guys. You heard Tilla right here. He said he's gonna win it next week. Let's see if he does indeed go and win it next week. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. You guys are absolute legends. I hope you guys all had a phenomenal time tonight. Next time we are live here on Moose Racing League is in 4 minutes for the start of Tier 1 with our good friend Mr. Yellow Snowman commentating his way through the Tier 1 grid, which I'm sure is going to be even more of a slugfest than Tier 2 was tonight. I'm excited for that race. If you guys are having a great time here at Moose Racing League, make sure you smash the subscribe button, like the video, and come join the Discord so that you guys can race with us every single Sunday, which Sunday, if you know, is Moose Day. Until next time, guys, you guys know the drill. Keep being wonderful. Keep making the world a better place. We shall see you over in the Tier 1 chat. Have a great rest of your night. Adios.